What's going on, everybody? You guessed it, it is your boy Trey Sense. And listen, I appreciate you returning to the scene of the crime. But listen, before we even get into this, I got a little something that I need from you. I need you to like this video. I need you to share this video. And if you haven't, I need you to sub to the channel. So you can tell by the title what we're going to talk about today. I have got 7 men's fragrances in my collection that I think are perfect green fragrances. Some of them have green in the name, some of them don't. Now green, what is green, you may ask? Well, green are the scent of green, or the note of green, the profile of green. It's a little bit different, varying depending on what fragrance that you have. And I'll explain that as I go in to detail or in depth on each fragrance as I pick it up. All right. Some of these fragrances are from the same house. I'll go ahead and tell you I've got 2 from Ellis and 2 from the Banana Republic. But, you know, it is what it is. I will also tell you this. I did not put Cool Water in this list because I think it is well known and talked about, and I don't own green iris tweed, so it won't be on this list as well. But I do own, and it's a very new fragrance. I want to say it came out either late last year or early this year, from the house of Valentino, and it is Green Extravaganza. Am I saying that right? Because I said it wrong last time. Yeah, I think it's Green Extravaganza. Pretty sure. Love the bottle. Love the scent. Love everything about it. Great fragrance. Green, fresh, with a little bit of coffee. You do pick up on the original Uomo DNA in here. Let me rephrase that. You pick up on the Born in Roma DNA. So I guess the official name of this would be Valentino Uomo Born in Roma Green Extravaganza. I like it. I think it's a really nice fragrance. Is it the reinvention of the wheel? No. Is it a nice fragrance? Yes. It's cool, it's fresh, it's refreshing, but in a masculine, in a green, in a sexy sort of way. I mean, it adds just a pop of green and freshness to that original Born in Roma DNA. If you like that Born in Roma DNA, think coffee. Slight coffee with the touch of fresh green, and that's what you got with this. Now don't think like cut grass, because that is another form of green I could have put in here. Maybe like one of my favorite fragrances, Cartier Roadster Sport, that has a fresh green effect to it, but I left that one out of the list. I just did, but that one could have easily been put in here. But I like this fragrance. I like it. It's very subtle, but at the same time, it's very sexy. It's very sexy. This is one of those come here, cuddle with me scents. And the thing about it is, not a lot of people are going to be wearing this fragrance. So if you got a little date, a little Netflix and chill action going on, just a little quiet time with you in the bay, and you want her to come close, I think this might do the trick. And it's an absolutely beautiful bottle. I love these Valentino bottles. They're good. Valentino Uomo Born in Roma Green Extravaganza. Boom. That's one. This next one I've had a while. I've worn it a few times, and I actually smelled it. Let's see where my levels. I just showed you the bottle. It's Coach Green. This was a gift from my homeboy JP. I actually smelled this on a customer last night, and it was so funny. Well, night before last, I'd already been thinking about, I need to do a green video. He came in, I asked him, so, Mr. E, what have you got on? It smells so good. And he said, Coach Green. And I said, okay. And that was just like my confirmation. Yeah, you're gonna go ahead and do the green video. Now, this is a completely different type of green. What this green is fresh, fruity. The kiwi in this is nice. And guys, let me tell you, this is a good smelling fragrance. And this fragrance in the air smells really, 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 really good. It's a very juicy Juicy green is what this is. That kiwi in it is nice. This fragrance should be getting a lot more talk than what it does. That's nice. That's nice. That's real nice. And it smelled really, really good coming off of his skin, and it'll smell good coming off of your skin as well. Now, it's not a overpowering, beastly fragrance. It's not one that's going to knock you down from across the room. It's a very subtle scent, but it is very noticeable. You will be able to smell it. People will be able to smell you, and I think they're gonna like you. It's one of those that when you walk, it's gonna beat you there because you're moving. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna just give a subtle little, what's that? You know, you smell nice. You smell nice. It's not going to be just knock you down from across the room and just blow you down. It's very soft, very subtle, but it does smell good. And that sweet, sweet kiwi in here is nice. This is really nice. This is really nice. I can see this one being worn in the office. It's just a nice aromatic scent. I don't know what else to tell you about it. The kiwi note is the star of the show. Again, is it too strong? No, it's just right. It's one I do think you will be able to go heavier on the sprays. I like it. From the house of Coach. It is Coach Green. That's a good one. One that I don't know if I've heard anybody ever talk about. And I've worn it a few times. It's a dent in the bottle. From the house of Ellis. It is Ellis 360 Green. See right there? See where the levels are on it? So I've worn it a few times. This one right here. This one is tricky in a good way. When you first spray it, you get, especially after spraying the Coach and after spraying the Valentino, there's a difference in the quality. I mean, the Valentino, well, that's the Coach. The Coach smells really, really good. The Valentino smells amazing. When you first spray this, you're going to get that alcohol, but this is probably a $12 fragrance, and those are $100+ fragrances. $12, $100+. So I'll deal with a little alcohol for 10 to 15 seconds. Now, when it starts to dry down, as it's doing now, that's when this fragrance really kind of gets you, and you're like, okay, that's not bad. Okay. It's a gentleman's fragrance. It reminds me of an older person's fragrance, an older guy's fragrance. Does it smell old and dated? No, not at all. Not at all. But it has a little bit of a green, woody, almost like a lead pencil type of vibe to it, if you know what I'm saying. But the longer it stays on your skin, or at least my skin, the better it smells. I pick up on, again, just a hint of wood in there. Again, it's very soft, it's very subtle. Also, personally, I like this fragrance. I think if you're a guy in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, if you're watching this, I think you will like this fragrance. I don't think this is one that young guys are gonna like. Us older gentlemen, I think we would like it, and I think it smells good. I think it goes good with this old gray and this old silver fox beard. But it does have a little bit of a lead pencil type of vibe. And I mean that in a good way. I don't mean it smells bad. It's not off-putting at all. The worst thing about this fragrance is about the first 3 to 5 seconds when you spray it and you get that alcohol pop to your nose. But again, especially after spraying the Coach and the Valentino, that's what you get. That's what you get. The first 3 to 5 seconds is like, okay. But then after that, and it just dries down into just a nice, chill scent. It's not overly fruity. It's not overly woody. It just smells like you have on a really nice cologne. To give you a reference, maybe something from the house of Penguin. If you smell fragrances from Penguin, maybe like the original Penguin or something like that, that's what this smells like. Just a nice masculine cologne, but it's not over masculine, it's not overpowering. This would be great in any situation that you wore it to. You could wear it to the office and would be just fine. You could wear it to church. It's not one of those that's gonna choke anybody out. Dare I call it basic, or maybe even boring. Basic, I think, is a better word, because I don't think any fragrance is boring. I call it basic. So, but that's what you're gonna have with this, just a nice basic woody type of fragrance. But keep in mind, this scent profile is the type that's coming back. That's what we have with the Ralph Clubs. That's what we have with some of the Mont Blancs that's coming out. You know, people are not really digging this coffee mixed with truffle butter, with salted mushrooms. That's not really what's, that's not really what people are commenting on. The new Polo 67, Ralph Club, EDT and Ralph Club, EDP and Parfum, that's what people are digging. The Mont Blanc Legend Red, those basic, sort of scent profiles is what getting compliments nowadays. So I think you may like this. If you have this in your collection, give it a spray while you're laying around the house. See what you think about it. If you run across this and you just need something to throw in your buggy, it shouldn't be no more than $15, so it may get you free shipping. But that is Perry Ellis 360 Red. Staying in the house of Perry Ellis, this is a totally different type of green, and it is Perry Ellis Portfolio Green. And I absolutely love this fragrance. I have had it forever. Sadly, my atomizer is messed up and it doesn't spray because it is a horrible, horrible design. But the scent profile of this is beautiful. And I guess I could have put that fragrance in part of the green conversation as well. As we all know, most Perry Ellis fragrances are dupes or clones or whatever. If you remember the original Dolce & Gabbana Per Home with the sticker on the bottle, which I happen to have an old school batch of it with the sticker on the bottle. That's what this is. Almost identical. This is for fractions of the price. I'm gonna have to get me another bottle of this. Maybe get one with the working atomizer, assuming it hasn't been discontinued, and you can still pick it up at a cheap price. This was a great smelling fragrance, and this just smells like this. That's what it smells like. It smells refined, very regal, very mature, a little bit. I'm gonna throw this in there, even though this is a green video, and you frag heads will get this a little bit gray. It's just a little bit spicy, but it has this cleanliness and this freshness to it. I'm smelling this and I'm going, I remember why I loved the original Dolce & Gabbana Per Home, and I'm remembering why I love this fragrance as well. This joint right here smells good. It just smells expensive. It just smells expensive. A little bit of spice, a little bit of sweet, a little bit of, even though this is a green video, touch of gray, and when you smell it, you'll get it. You'll get it. You'll be like, I get what he's saying. I get exactly what he's saying. Perry Ellis Portfolio Green. If you see this, I don't know if it's been discontinued. I don't think it has. And even if it has, I don't think the prices would be astronomical because it wasn't never a popular fragrance. But Perry Ellis Portfolio Green. Man. That's money. That's money right there. That's money. I'm going to get you two from the House of Banana Republic real quick, and then we're going to wrap it. And then the last one. This one is again, a different kind of green. This is a bright green, but it is a green mixed with citrus, and it is from the House of Banana Republic, and it is Vintage Green $78. And another green I could have put on here, which would have been polo green. But again, I could have put polo green cologne in here too, because I have that one as well. Probably should have put that one in here, but we're keeping it to 7. So I guess if I could take out one, it would be the Armada and add the polo green cologne. But again, you know about polo green cologne. It's a good fragrance as well. This one is a green, but it's more of a citrusy green. A bright neroli citrus green is what you have with this one. It smells amazing. This one is one that you could wear to the all-white party, which you know we do that every year. So we're gonna have an all-white party coming up here soon too. This is more of a bright citrus, fresh green. White t-shirt, or like Lamar Gaston wear them old leisure suits. You know, or Sam Broom. Sam probably wear them leisure suits too. Yeah, I can see Sam with the leisure suit with the shell toe Adidas on. But that's what this is. This is bright. This is a bright citrus green. Smells good. Smells really, really good. I like it. I like it a lot. Definitely a fragrance made for the high heat, or at least that's what it seems like. I think BR did a good job on this one. So think bright green, citrus, effervescent, all of that. Just uplifting. You can't spray this on and be in a bad mood. It's just, yeah. That's what this is. From the House of Banana Republic, it is Vintage Green 78. Staying with BR. From the House of Banana Republic, of course, and it is Grassland. Grassland. And you see the dent I put in this one. But since like I decanted this one, that 78 has got this whole room filled up. It's doing what it do. Now let's see what this one does. This is more of your typical green, which a lot of green fragrances go two ways. Either extremely woody and outdoors, or slightly aquatic. This is a take on Cool Water or Green Irish Tweed. It's maybe a combination of the both. But that's what you have with this one. Fresh, aquatic, green, just an overall nice fragrance. If you see this out at the rag stores and you get an opportunity to pick this up, I think you would like it. I do. It's very subtle, definitely green. Again, you get a little more aquatic with this than you do the rest of these, but still a nice fragrance. It smells really, really good. Fresh green. I get Grassland. I can see this being worn in the spring when the wind is blowing. It's still a little cool out, but the sun is shining so bright and pretty. The wind is blowing the grass and the fields. Yeah, I could definitely see this. From the House of Banana Republic, it is Grassland. That's a good one. Last but not least, and this one, another one that is probably a clone of Cool Waters, or a clone of, Cool Water. Not Waters. Clone of Cool Water, Green Irish Tweed. Cheapest one on the list, but definitely one of the best performing on this list. $6 fragrance from the House of Nissen, and it is Nissen Armada. And the levels on this are right here. So that tells you how much I've used of this. And you know, I decant a lot of this as well. A little bit different than Cool Water, a little bit different than Grassland, a little bit deeper, a little bit sweeter. This is a good fragrance. I hate the bottle. It's hard to spray. Atomizer is great. This is just a good fragrance, man. This is one of those that last all day. You will pick up on similarities between this and Cool Water. Are they identical? No, they're not identical. Is it identical to Grassland? No. Is it identical to Green Irish Tweed? No. Is it identical to Cool Waters? No. But you will smell it and get exactly the direction that they were going in it. But nonetheless, it's a great fragrance. It's a great fragrance, especially for what you're going to pay for. This is one of those fragrances that you buy and you be like, okay, I can leave it at work. I can leave it in my locker. I can leave it in my gym bag. I can leave it wherever. If my son gets it and uses it, okay. You know, my nephew likes the way it smells, so you can have it. You know, it's one of those fragrances. But at the same time, if you wanted to make this your daily driver during the spring and summer, there would be nothing wrong with that at all, because you would be smelling really, really good with a $6 or $7 fragrance, and you would get tons of compliments from the house of Nissen, if that is a house. It is Nissen Armada. All right, and this one is a parfum concentration. Smells good, looks good, works good, performs good. Again, honorable mentions, of course, Green Irish Reed, of course, Cool Water, of course, Polo Green Cologne probably should have made this list. I probably should have put that on this list because it is a green fragrance, of course. You get a little bit of the original Polo DNA with a lot more freshness. It's just a more wearable version of Polo Green than the original. So it definitely should have made this list, but you know, I wanted to talk to you about these two. But it fits this list because it's not really talked about a whole lot in Fragcom either. So I definitely should have put Polo Green in this list, Polo Green Cologne in this list, but we will give him some dues as an honorable mention. But when you think about Polo Green, just think about the original Polo, but a fresher, more wearable. When you think about Polo Green Cologne, think about the original Polo Green. Just think about it being fresher and more wearable and easier to wear and more versatile. Because the original Polo Green, I love it, but it's you gotta be a man to wear that. Polo Green Cologne, anybody can wear that. All right, guys, that is my 7 green fragrances that I don't think get enough love and talk amongst Fragcom that I think you would enjoy and you would like. Get yourself to the mall or somewhere where they sell fragrances and smell these 2. These will be the 2 you're most likely to buy. If you're looking for something date night or sophisticated, go with this one. You're looking for something quick and easy that still smells good, the Banana Republics. If you're looking for 2 inexpensive that will get you there and get the job done, here's your winners. Realize this bottle is sort of blue-green. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off of here because I'm probably gonna shoot a couple of videos today because it's my Friday. It's my off day. I don't have anything planned for the day, so I'm gonna knock out a couple of videos while I can. But anyway, I love you all. May God bless you all. You all know the drill. If you got any questions about these fragrances, you can always email me or comment in below. If you have any experience with these fragrances, comment below. And if you want decants of these fragrances, simply email me. With that being said, I'm off. I'm gone. It is your boy, Trey Sense. Trey, out.